I believe so. I mean, it sounds like it is. When you think about, let's be realistic here. Players are looking for two things, especially at this stage in a career. You're looking to see what kind of money can I get, or what kind of money are they willing to pay me, and are we able to win? Now, we all understand that the franchise, the Green Bay Packers organization, they are built to win. They are built to have successful regular seasons. So that box is checked. Now it boils down to, what are they willing to come out of the pocket and pay me? And it looks like they're willing to come out a lot. And this is intriguing to me because, for me, as you are the number one hated person in Philadelphia, I would be remiss to not say I'm possibly the number one hated person in Green Bay, because I challenge Aaron Rodgers, and no one likes when you challenge who is on top. But this is what I would like people to understand and really pay attention to and think about. The Green Bay Packers, we know they drafted Jordan Love. Aaron Rodgers was not high on that draft pick. So then you got 2-3 years removed from that. And what do you find yourself doing? You find yourself becoming back-to-back MVPs. So you stick it to the Green Bay Packers, not by running out, but by performing and outperforming this contract, proving that you had more to give. You watched the whole Brett Favre, his transition saga. You saw what they did to Brett Favre. Brett Favre never really had that opportunity to come back and really stick it to the Green Bay Packers in a way like Aaron Rodgers is doing right now. He has all the leverage, and so he's using that leverage. I truly believe, if he wanted to dismantle the Green Bay Packers and completely destroy them and have them rebuild, he would walk away. He would go somewhere else. But I don't think that's truly what he wants to do. He wants to make them pay for the decisions that they made in drafting Jordan Love by sticking it to them, showing them that I have more than enough left in the tank to get it done. And you're going to have to pay me to do so. Regardless of how you feel about it, regardless of what your plans were, I'm changing and erasing all those plans, and I'm going to write the script. That is Aaron Rodgers at his best. And any player across any sports league who would be in this situation would do the very same thing.
Greg, you're half-stepping on this. Not possibly. It better be. It better be good enough, because it's not just a matter of that he's the two-time MVP and they're offering to make him the highest-paid player in the league. All of that makes sense. But if you guys looked at the NFC, the NFC, the entire NFC looks as if it's on rebuild. This is the perfect opportunity. There was all the controversy in Green Bay last summer. Now it looks as if all the controversy is everywhere else. Everybody's either starting over with a new head coach or they have a quarterback issue. The one team that doesn't is the Los Angeles Rams. And the last time we've seen a team repeat as Super Bowl champ is back in 04-05 with the New England Patriots. History says that's not going to happen. But that's one team standing in the way of Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The NFC West, well, name a team outside of the Rams that doesn't have a quarterback issue right now. The Arizona Cardinals look like they're a mess. San Francisco 49ers have to figure their situation out with Jimmy Garoppolo and Trey Lance. Seattle Seahawks, Russell Wilson, by all indications, doesn't want to be there. NFC South, you've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're in search of a quarterback. I mean, you could go down the line. NFC, do I even need to talk about the NFC East and the Cowboys? The beauty of today's show, by the way, is that we've got a lot of storylines and a lot of subjects that are very intertwined here. And starting with the Green Bay Packers and Aaron Rodgers and who's leading the way, Aaron Rodgers has as good a chance next season to get another Super Bowl ring as he has since he's been in Green Bay because of the mess that the NFC is. This is the opportunity for the Green Bay Packers to be the exact opposite of what they were last summer. And on top of all that, I mean, I've got guys left and right with the Green Bay Packers restructuring their contracts, and the Green Bay Packers are saying, and oh, by the way, Aaron, not only are we going to get you your quarterback coach, not only are we going to make sure that Devontae Adams is still in the fold, but we're going to pay you top freight. We're going to pay you like a two-time MVP. Please explain to me why or how Aaron Rodgers would consider going anywhere else right now based on what the Green Bay Packers are doing.
Yeah, what a compelling argument, Rick. And piggybacking what Greg said, like, listen, it makes sense to stay. Last summer, and we talked about it endlessly, Aaron Rodgers came out and was like, I want this, that, and the other, stomping his feet like a little kid in a candy store. We've seen that. I have kids. Greg, you have kids. Rick, you have kids. Like, we've been there. Just, you have to kind of appease the kid. It's annoying, but you got to. So what did the Packers say? Fine, we'll shave a year off the end of your contract. We're not giving you new money, but we'll give you a little bit of what you want. And then you can go demand Randall Cobb and all that. So now we fast forward a year. Aaron Rodgers, well, I'm going to decide soon. I'm going to tell you guys what I'm going to do. He's being all cagey, dropping cryptic LeBron-like notes on Instagram. And now what are the Packers going to do? Well, we'll give you all the money. They just keep appeasing him. And I'll tell you, Greg, to me, it looks like and sounds like Aaron Rodgers is just a little bit scared. He's a scared little guy, not willing to take a chance and go out and try something new. You can stay in the safety of Green Bay and the adulation of walking downtown Green Bay. Everybody loves Aaron Rodgers. He's our hero. You know, never mind they've lost 5 straight conference championship games. You know, they win double-digit wins during the regular season every year. But Aaron Rodgers, he's our guy. Like, if Aaron Rodgers really wants to take a chance and go out there here near the end of his career, he should just say, you know what, I had a good run. Thank you for your services, Green Bay. Thanks for all the money offers. I'm going to go try something else. But I think, Greg, he's scared, and that's not meant in a derogatory manner. It's just, I think it's the reality of Aaron Rodgers. Like, it takes, Rick, don't laugh, man. Listen,
it's not.
You need to really have the intestinal fortitude to say, I'm going to move on. It's been over a decade. Like, Greg, does he have that? Can he be the villain and leave? I would if I were him.
There we go.
I don't know if he's going to do it. I think it's a compelling storyline, as Rick said.
That's what this is about. That's what this is about, Rick. You see how he threw that villain in? Because yesterday he talked about, I think Aaron Rodgers is going to be the villain. I think that's the role he's going to play. I think he's out of there. Yep. Now you're starting to try to come around, but you don't want to give up on your. You don't want to give up on your take. You said he was going to be the villain, and now you're finding out he very well may be staying, and you realize, man, I'm going to be wrong. Just accept the fact. Look, the fact of the matter is when you wrap up all of what Rick has just said, and you're going to potentially be the highest paid player in this game, you're exactly right, Rick. Why are you going to leave? The situations aren't better guaranteed outside of where you currently sit. You have the better chance of winning where you are. And like I just mentioned, players play for 2 reasons. They play to win and they play to get paid. Well, he can win, and it looks like he's going to get paid again. So why would you leave? The only other caveat that would make Aaron Rodgers consider leaving is if his contract was one that would eliminate so many pieces and or Devontae Adams to where he's gone. I truly believe that that is one of the ties that has to be bowled up, wrapped up, and shown to Aaron Rodgers that, look, Devontae will be here. We're going to get this done. Or he would then potentially leave. But with that not being the case, he is getting the highest paid contract. He is already in a position where he can win. You are right, Rick. They brought in Tom Clements. What more can you do? I'm bringing in every friend that you decide that you want to play with and you want to end your career feeling great and in great mental health on and off the field. This is what the Green Bay Packers have decided to do. And I'm going to tell you this. You talk about kids and throwing temper tantrums and you just giving them what they want. I'm not that parent. I'm not giving you what you want. I'm going to let you understand with my eyeballs that I'm going to take care of you once we get out of this public setting in a way that you probably won't like. But right now, I'm going to say the things that I need to say to get you to be quiet. You're the parent. that would just give them all they want,
not always,
and you would get ran over.
I'll let the
you would get
do
ran over, and that's what the Green Bay Packers
wait,
have
Greg,
done. They've allowed Aaron Rodgers to just do and say whatever he wants, and they're giving it to him.
Greg, I got to just ask on something you said, okay? Every year they have the best opportunity to win in the NFC, and they're bringing everybody back. How many years in a row, Greg, do we have to say this before we say, you know what, maybe this isn't the best situation? Winning 13 games and then in the playoffs against the Niners, you know, Jimmy Garoppolo throws 8 passes, the defense gets dump trucked, and they get destroyed. Or the next year when the coach, mind-boggling, calls for a field goal inside the 10-yard line. Or this past year when the special teams implodes. Greg, we're saying the same thing every year. They've got the greatest chance to win in Green Bay. Well, do they really, Greg? Do you really believe that?
Of course. See, what you're going off on is possible potential.
No, this happened. All those scenarios happened.
I understand they happened, but those situations that happened, they wouldn't even be in that situation if Aaron Rodgers wasn't there. Like, you make it seem like anywhere he goes, that's a 13-win team.
Yeah.
That's a team that's going to possibly win the Super Bowl. Those things aren't guaranteed. Those aren't risks that Aaron is willing to take in this moment unless, again, he knows we can win. And he knows, you know what? They're going to add to my little padded pocketbook that's already loaded. So until that's guaranteed, which it is in Green Bay, he knows they're going to win. Look at their division. Who's going to contest them? Who?
Vikings?
They're set up to win.
What?
Minnesota Vikings?
The Vikings have a brand new head coach. We know this. We know this about when teams change head coaches, there's a 1 or 2 year lag for them to get up to speed and to change direction and get going in the right one. So, I mean, looking across the board, it seems like every team in the NFC either has a quarterback controversy or has a brand new head coach, or they're in the NFC East, and who cares? I'm poking the bear. J-Mac, you should do this show with a stick in your hand because you are just poking the bear at every opportunity. And Greg, it's not just a matter of what Aaron Rodgers does, because J-Mac is basically saying that Aaron Rodgers, wherever he goes, they're going to win 13 games, and maybe just possibly he could be in another situation where the Green Bay Packers are able to punch through. I'm going to give the Green Bay Packers a little bit of credit. I mean, it's not as if it's all just Aaron Rodgers. You do have a Devontae Adams. You do have an Aaron Jones. You do that defense was respectable last year. But J-Mac, you act as if the Green Bay Packers, there's 2 ways to look at it. You can look at the fact that they've gone to the NFC Championship how many times and lost, and say, see, they just can't get it done. Or you could say they've been right on the doorstep, and they've been oh so close. So is this the time to say, well, you know what, we tried, and we just can't get it done? Or is it like, we're going to break through at one point? And if I'm looking at this coming season and what the NFC looks like and where the Packers are and the relationship, the Aaron Rodgers and Brian Gutekunst, I'm going to try it once a day and only once a day, the GM have forged, then don't leave 5 minutes before the miracle. Don't leave now when everything is finally set up just because you want J-Mac, what I'm hearing from you is, let's just change for change's sake. Let's just go someplace else because we have. Yeah, but no, change for change's sake. That's a stupid philosophy.
Wait, okay, fine.
Change because you clearly see an opportunity that is better. And there is nothing in the AFC. The AFC is so loaded with young, talented quarterbacks and young, talented teams. That's a minefield right now. The NFC is wide open for the Green Bay Packers. There is no reason. If you're telling me that Aaron Rodgers can go someplace else in the NFC that is better suited to win right now than the Packers, okay, I might listen. But if you're saying go to the Denver Broncos or go anywhere else in the AFC, I don't see how that is going to get Aaron Rodgers any closer to another Super Bowl win than staying right there.
Okay, so Rick, so the idea of Aaron Rodgers turning any team into an 11, 12, 13-win team, the reason I liken that to what happened the last 2 years is Tom Brady goes to Tampa. They were in a 500 or below team with Jameis Winston. Tom Brady elevates them, and they win the Super Bowl. Matthew Stafford, but I think we would agree, Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback of all time. Matthew Stafford, a very good quarterback. Tactically, I think we would agree Aaron Rodgers is better than both of them at throwing the football, right? It's not a slight of Tom Brady. Tom Brady's a better quarterback, a better winner. But Aaron Rodgers, probably the most talented quarterback in the league, is going to go anywhere and elevate the rest of the roster.
I'm with you so far.
Would we agree with that? So Aaron Rodgers goes anywhere and elevates the team just as Stafford did with the Rams and Tom Brady did with the Bucs. Now the question becomes, like, what's the point of staying? And that's what I still don't understand. If you just want to say, hey, we're going to money whip Aaron Rodgers, offer him $50 million a year, he's staying. Fine. You know, you're gonna be controlled by money. Aaron Rodgers, I'm not looking at his pocket, but it looks like he's made $300 million in NFL contracts. That's excluding marketing dollars and all that extra money. I know $50 million, large sum of money, obviously. He's already got generational wealth, guys. He's at multiple country clubs and golf courses out here in L.A.,
You're not looking
elsewhere.
in his pocket?
He's
You're not
living
counting
the
his money?
dream. Aaron Rodgers is living the dream. Greg, if he's going to stay for $50 million, fine, great. But if you want to really take a chance, Aaron Rodgers, and maybe elevate your career a little bit, the way LeBron goes to Miami and wins a championship, back to Cleveland championship, L.A. championship, I think a title for Aaron Rodgers in another city this year would even elevate his career more than if he stayed in Green Bay, where they win a lot of games every year and wins another one. He's already got one in Green Bay. He can't elevate his stature in Green Bay more, Greg, can he?
Yes, he can.
How?
Absolutely. By winning another championship. Brett Favre only has one. He's gone to two. So understand that, first and foremost. Second, you're comparing Aaron Rodgers' situation to the likes of LeBron James and Tom Brady, all these individuals, these high-profile, elite, talented athletes, the faces of both franchises or organizations, and they were both free agents. Like Rick, you talked about this yesterday, and I think people really need to understand this. Like, Aaron Rodgers does not completely control his landing place. He can control what he decides to do, whether he comes back or retire, but he cannot control where he goes. And so we make these ideas, or we make these takes and start to talk and forget the Packers still control where he goes. So if they want to make it miserable for Aaron Rodgers, if he decided to not come back to Green Bay, they can do that. They can say, you know what? We're done. Go somewhere. And we're going to trade you to some team that you don't want to go to. But to make it seem like it would just be this peaceable divide and you know what? Thank you so much. I love you. I will always be yours. You'll always be mine. Go and marry someone else, and I'll come to your Super Bowl wedding, and I'll
Well, what happened with
Where
Matt
do they
Stafford,
do that at?
Greg? Matt Stafford kindly asked Detroit, can you guys trade me? And Detroit said, hey, thank you for your 10 years of service. We're going to let you go. You're telling me the Packers wouldn't do the same thing for Aaron Rodgers if he asked them?
No.
Number one.
No,
not at all.
It's a
Not
bad
at all.
look for Packers front office.
Matthew Stafford never brought a Super Bowl championship to Detroit. He only gone to the playoffs a couple times. Like, don't try to compare Matthew Stafford.
He never brought a playoff win.
Exactly. He won now. So now all of a sudden we can say, oh, Matthew Stafford. But prior to this year, him winning, we would have never compared Matthew Stafford to Aaron Rodgers. So stop it,
Well,
Jason.
this is why, Greg, I'm a man of the people. I am always rooting for the athlete over the front office. You guys can back the corporate suits all you want and the front office guys. I'm a man of the people. I will always, when Ben Simmons said, get me the hell out of Philadelphia, I'm not playing again a game ever again, he got out. When Matt Stafford said, guys, can you trade me? They hooked him up. If Aaron Rodgers goes to Green Bay front office, Rick, and says, guys, come on, I was here forever. You asked me to stay another year. You lopped off a year of my contract. You didn't give me extra money. Can you please trade me? They should say, hey, man, you shouldn't have to play here forever just because we drafted you. Just because you drafted somewhere shouldn't mean you're committed to stay there forever. Remember, the 49ers traded Joe Montana when they had Steve Young waiting in the wings. Nobody thinks Jordan Love is Steve Young. But Joe Montana got shipped out of town. He got traded where he wanted to go. Look it up. I've read about this to Kansas City.
Nice.
Aaron Rodgers, Rick, should have a say in the twilight here of his career. If he wants to be traded, the Packers should acquiesce.
He does. He does have a say. He has a say in who he's throwing the ball to. He has a say in who is coaching him. He has, I mean, honestly, Greg said, you want to get paid and you want to win? Aaron Rodgers has those two things, and he has a say in the organization. And by the way, J-Mac, who do you think owns the Green Bay Packers? The people own the Green Bay Packers. Management is the people of the Green Bay Packers. If there was ever any team that you could look at and say it is run by the people, the Green Bay Packers
Brian Gutekunst is making this decision, Rick, not the people. The people of Green Bay are not making this call. This is a Gutekunst call, and it's clear there's some acrimony there between those two. We would agree on that.
Used to be. Used to be some acrimony. It's all love now. And we're going to see Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers marching hand in hand to a Super Bowl next year. Don't get in the way, J-Mac. Put the stick down. Stop poking the bear. You got to find somebody. Go back and start bothering the people in Philadelphia, because Green Bay is a happy place now, no matter what you want to try to create, what controversy you want to stir. That happened last summer.
Scared money don't make money, Aaron Rodgers.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.